Aloha from the Ozarks on this bright and sunny day, kind of reminding me of my homeland. I want to show you this beautiful 16 by 40 garden shed that's behind me. You may notice there is a sold sign there. It is sold, but I want to show it to you because I wanted to get you dreaming like these people are dreaming. They bought 2 of these 16 by 40s and they're going to place them on their site here in the Ozarks and make a great little homestead location. Turn one of the buildings into like a bedroom building, sleeping quarters, and the other building they're going to turn into living quarters. So I wanted to get you dreaming a little bit, so I'm going to show you this building. I'm going to turn the camera around and let you look at this really pretty building. Just a second here. Here it is. This is a 16 by 40. They had it custom painted. They bought 3 buildings total. 2 of them very similar here. All 3 had the same paint job. So I wanted to show you that's a urethane paint with a green trim, green metal roof. They wanted very customized placement of doors and windows. So I wanted to show it to you. Lost my balance there. I wanted to show you the inside of the building. They got a combination of 2 by 3 windows and 3 by 3 windows. And they wanted only double pane windows, which I do highly recommend if you're going to convert a building into a do-it-yourself tiny house. The double pane windows are definitely the way to go. We offer 2 by 3 windows and 3 by 3, and we do them in single pane and double pane. Okay. They wanted 2 walk-in doors. That's called a 9-light door, 36 by 80 with 9 little windows. They wanted one here and one down there. And you can see the different combinations of windows. But Graceland Buildings make an excellent do-it-yourself tiny home starting point because we build these at such a high quality level, like you would build your own place if you were going to build your own place. All right, so let me start off by showing you your walls, your floors are plywood. Most of the competitors out there that build portable buildings do not use plywood in the walls and floors. So that's the first thing that we start off with that I point out to people. Next thing is the 2 by 4s in our walls. We space them out 16 inches apart like you would build in a home, and we double up the 2 by 4s, double reinforce them every 4 feet. The more 2 by 4s in a wall, the stronger and sturdier that wall is. And we put more 2 by 4s than just really everybody else that's out there. Okay, so lots of 2 by 4s. Double reinforced window frames. At a minimum, it's double reinforced, okay? And sometimes they end up triple or even quadruple reinforced. Double reinforced door frames, and in this particular instance, this is quadruple reinforced. That's amazing. It just worked out that way because, like I said, we double up the 2 by 4s every 4 feet, so that just happened to be where a double was going. Then the door was right next to it, so there you go. But standard would be a double reinforced door frame. And what does it mean that it's double reinforced for your windows and door frames? It means that that frame up is going to stay square with the building. Once the building is delivered to your site and leveled, your windows and doors should open and shut freely like they are supposed to. If you shop around and you look at other companies, if they don't double reinforce their windows and door frames, that means that window and door frame is not going to open and shut properly once it's on your site. There's going to be adjustments that are going to happen during transport. But with these frames, that's not going to happen. It's not likely to happen. And if it does, well, I'll send out a repair guy to make sure that your windows and doors open and shut properly. Okay? So I wanted you to pay attention to how the walls are made and how we double reinforce windows and door frames. Single 2 by 4 at the bottom, double 2 and 2 by 4 at the top of the wall. And then the next thing that I want you to notice is that the roof truss is mounted to that wall using a metal hurricane clip. That's very different. In this industry, there's a lot of companies that do not use those metal hurricane clips, which means if there's a strong enough burst of wind, the roof could literally pull right off of your walls. But we build them just like you would build a home. If you were looking inside of a home, you would see metal hurricane straps attached to your roof trusses. Next thing is pay attention to the roof trusses. Those roof trusses are giant triangles that span the entire width of the building. A lot of other portable building companies build a smaller triangle with just wings that extend out to the sides. But our triangle is just like you would build a roof truss for your own home. It spans the entire width of the building. So that's probably something you never paid attention to before, but if you're shopping around, I want to encourage you to pay attention to that. Forgot to mention something. We only buy and use premium grade lumber for all of our 2 by 4s in the walls, in the roof trusses, as well as our 2 by 6s underneath the floor in our floor joists. We only buy premium grade lumber. It costs us more to do that, but it gives you a higher quality building. Okay, just want to point that out to you. Premium grade. Next thing I forgot to mention earlier is that everything that you're looking at that's a wood product is pressure treated. and it comes with a lifetime warranty. I am not aware of any other portable building company out there that offers a lifetime warranty because most of them are not using pressure-treated plywood in the walls and floors, but we do. All right, so that is 5/8 inch thick plywood in the walls, and it is pressure-treated. 5/8 inch thick plywood in the floors, pressure-treated, and the floor, what's the word I'm looking for? Your floor slabs are interlocked together, okay? So this is tongue and groove. So they're interlocked together. So though there is a seam right here between them, it is a seamless gapless floor. Bugs underneath this building cannot get up into this building through those seams because of the interlocked tongue and groove flooring that we use. So we build the floor very, very well. Underneath this floor are 2x6 floor joists, not 2x4s. Okay, a lot of other companies use 2x4s like their walls and they put them in the floors. We use 2x6s, just like you would build in your own home if you were going to do that, which is yet another reason why a do-it-yourself tiny home project is a great starter point from a Graceland building, okay? Because we build them so well. Now, I forgot to mention to you on the roof, we use 7/16 OSB roof decking everywhere on our roof. Some of our competitors do not use roof decking. They use 1-inch wood slats and they space them out, which means their roof is not as strong and sturdy as ours. But we use 7/16 OSB roof decking like you would build in your own roof. And then on the outside of the roof decking is where our metal roof goes or our shingles. And we put a moisture barrier between the outer roof and your roof decking, okay? This particular client opted for the upgrade of a radiant barrier inside the roof, and that has to be applied at the plant where it is built, but that radiant barrier blocks out 97% of the sun's radiant heat. It is not an insulation, it's just a barrier. If you were building your own roof for your own home, you would have, your roof people would install a radiant barrier in that roof that would be default. With a portable building, it's not default, it's an optional upgrade. If you're getting a do-it-yourself tiny home, I tell everyone, get that radiant barrier roof. It costs a little bit more, but it is totally worth it for you in the long run. Now I want to show you a couple things that are standard in Graceland buildings. I'll put the camera up here and hope that you can see this aluminum soffit ventilation system that's in the side walls. That goes along the entire side wall over here as well as over here, and that's for improved airflow and air circulation. And that is unique to Graceland because we have a patent on that, so no other companies are able to do it the same way. I will come outside and peek up there and let you see. That's that soffit ventilation system there, okay? All right, now that improves your airflow. In addition, we got a roof ridge vent that runs the entire peak of the roof. It's screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it improves your airflow. That airflow improvement with the side airflow improvement means this building stays 10 to 15 degrees cooler at a minimum compared to a building that doesn't have these ventilation systems built in. And every Graceland building comes with those ventilation systems as standard. So definitely an improved airflow inside of the building. Okay, now I want to encourage you to look at the video link, the video description, I'm sorry, for this video, because there I put some links. And one of them is going to be to view my current inventory on my Facebook Marketplace. Another one is going to be to view my frequently asked questions playlist on YouTube. Another link is going to be to message me directly on Facebook. And the last link is going to be a link to like my Facebook business page, and that way you can stay up to date on whenever I post new information or new videos, okay? Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And of course you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. Also, I try to use all those various social media platforms. But again, I want to encourage you, go to the video description of this video and check out those links. All right, last thing, free delivery and setup is within 50 miles of my lot, and that includes us bringing this building out to you, leveling it, setting it up on your concrete blocks that you provide. We'll level the building and then we'll anchor it down in the four corners of the building. We'll drive 18-inch anchors into the ground. And we'll anchor it down like a mobile home would be anchored down. And that allows us to give you a 150-mile-an-hour wind gust certification. And that's because we anchor it down and we use these metal hurricane clips. That's one of the standard things that Graceland does that sets us apart. There's a lot of things that set out a Graceland building apart from all of our competition. And I'm hoping that you are able to understand that from watching this video. I guess the last thing is to tell you that we do have rent-to-own options if that is something that you're interested in. Your cash price is always your best price, but rent-to-own is an easy, no credit check rent-to-own. It's super easy to do. There is no penalty to pay it off early. Other companies lock you in on those rent-to-own payments and they penalize you if you want to pay it off early. Graceland does not. So if that's something you're interested in, just message me on Facebook. Once again, I encourage you to look at the video description, click on those various links, and send me your questions if you have any. I can get one of these buildings built just like this, just for you. You do not have to drive to my lot if you don't want to. We can do this all online. Just chat with me online. True story, I had a guy that drove over 2 hours to come to my lot to buy a really big building like this. My nearest competitor, which was in his town 2 hours away, was selling the same type of building, but for $5,000 more. They did not have plywood in the walls or floors, and he said, why would I spend $5,000 more for a building of lower quality? And I said, I have no idea why you would do that. He told me it was a no-brainer to go with Graceland, and I have to agree. If you got any questions, you know what to do. Hit me up. Aloha from the Ozarks.